Hello there, welcome back everyone. Today I want to talk about how to properly use a massage gun, aka how to properly use a percussion gun. This video is going to cover all the basics on how to use the gun and the attachments that it comes with. I'm even going to leave timestamps in the description so that way after you watch this one you can go click back to the section you need so you can review what you need to review so you can get better at using your gun that you have at home. I'm partly making this video because until now I haven't seen a worthy video explaining how to use this tool. But then again, when I was watching those videos, I also had a realization that not one of them was a massage therapist reviewing this massage gun. So it got me thinking. A massage gun should be explained by a massage therapist. It makes sense, right? I mean, while I was doing my research, I got really tired of hearing the wrong things being focused on in most of these explainer videos, like how quiet these machines are nowadays. I mean, we had innovation, a few years passed, few months passed, things get better with time. You have professional product reviewers, some enthusiasts, and even athletes, which I mean is nice, but not as helpful as this video that I made right here will be. Look, no offense to them, but recovery and how to use percussion for muscular recovery is really the specialty of a sports massage therapist like myself or a massage therapist, not those guys. So this is my lane. Stay in your lane, fellas. Now, before I go into depth explaining, let me start by first with this one thing. In the world of Western massage therapy, we have five fundamental strokes from which all massage strokes come from. These five fundamental strokes are also considered to be major categories in Western massage, and they are effleurage, petrissage, friction, deportment, and vibration. In a future video, I'll talk more about the five core strokes, but the point I'm trying to make is that these massage guns perform only the massage stroke of vibration, but they do it really efficiently. For today's explainer, I'm going to be using a Mebak 2 massage gun. If you want to get one for yourself, just go to the description below and I have left a link so you can go grab the product. Also, before we go on, please make sure that if you like this video and you enjoy the value I give to you in this video and in other videos, that you give a like and that you also make sure that you share this with someone. Especially share this particular video with someone that has a massage gun that you think can appreciate this. And finally, make sure that you subscribe because this channel is all about massage, athletics, the science of recovery, and how to better manage your aches and pains. Besides, if you want to know more about massage guns, then soon I'm going to actually be reviewing my top 3 favorite massage guns, as well as an individual review on each gun I use. And a few months from now, I'm going to be creating a detailed guide on how to really use that massage gun, along with some other smaller videos. I really see potential in this, and from my doing my research, I really believe that in time I can give a very detailed guide on how to properly use those different attachments to maximize your recovery with this tool. Even if a massage gun is only about as 20% effective as your friendly neighborhood local massage therapist. Still, recovery is recovery. And if you're really serious about keeping your body as healthy as possible, like the way that I try to do with my body in my everyday life, then you're going to want to know how to use every tool that you have at your disposal. If you have ninja stars, know how to use your ninja stars. If you have a katana, know how to use your katana. That's kind of how I see it with recovery tools. In terms of what I plan to be reviewing in future videos, one of them that I'm going to be reviewing is this Mebak 2 massage gun, as well as the Hypervolt massage gun, and one other surprise. And if any company out there wants me to review their massage gun or any other recovery tool, then reach out to me and I'll be glad to hear what you like reviewed. And perhaps we'll get on the channel, we'll do a whole video on it. It's not too late to send me your massage gun so I can review it if you want to be included in later videos, companies out there. Now, to everyone else watching, make sure that if you like this video and you want to learn more about self-care, either with a massage gun or tools like a foam roller, then you have to spend a few minutes just checking out other videos on this channel. and check out other videos on this channel. You're really going to maximize how you take care of yourself through the different playlists that I have set up for you. There's a good one right there, the specific self-care series. It's as easy as picking a playlist, then getting comfortable and hitting play. It's as simple as that. One thing to know is that many of these companies, they're going to have small differences between how the guns start up, the attachment pieces they include, and the weight. Just for starters, the Mebak 2 is one of the lightest massage guns I have used up to this moment in time. And the weight of the massage gun is actually important for those of you who are a little on the weaker side. After I explain how time in the area exposed to the vibration creates different results, then you'll understand why you want to have a massage gun that's light enough for you to hold in one position for up to 2 minutes per area. I even left a recommendation for a model that's lighter, but it doesn't come with as much attachments and the force is not as strong, something to keep in mind. I really don't think the color of the gun or the shape of the gun is as important as the weight of the gun. You know, there's one brand out there that makes a triangle shaped one. Hey, as long as it's light for you to hold it for long periods of time, then you're good. The shape is not going to be too advantageous when you really get down to it. When I first saw my massage gun, I really thought about how much it reminded me of a power tool for home improvement or for just wood crafters. When we all think of these power tools, one of the things that we can think about is how strong the gun can be and what the upper limits of that automated strength can be. When it comes to massage guns, how powerful they can be is really not the main point. If that's what you think it is, you're really missing out. Hard is one way to do things, but hard can also break a number of people. As well as going hard is not going to get every result that you seek. You just can't force your way through all your problems. It's a metaphor for life. I mean, it's similar to people. The aggressive approach does not work with every person, and neither will it on every muscle. The main reason why force is not everything with a vibrational tool is because vibrations not only work on your muscle, but the vibration of the massage gun goes deep and interacts with your nervous system. As strong as the vibrations might seem, and with the right attachment and proper frequency and exposure to the target area for the right amount of time, you can get either sedating or stimulating results to the muscle. Any massage gun, if you know how to use it, can be used for relaxing the muscle as well as reducing knots, trigger points, but then it can also be used to excite and stimulate the muscles so they're ready for action, kind of similar to the way you have pre-event sports massage or the way you become more active as you start your day. So let's start talking about the concept of how total exposure has different results based on the time you use your gun. Total exposure is basically concerning one area or muscle that you're working on at a time. Basically, this is a very simple concept, and once you understand it, you're going to become many times more effective with your massage gun at home. So the rule is very simple. When you first expose your body to the vibration, it's going to have a stimulating effect. Maybe not that big, but you get the idea. It's going to increase your heart rate. It's going to stimulate the nervous system, which in turn gets the muscles ready to fire. This happens all within the first 15 seconds of exposure. So if you want to use your massage gun as a warm-up, then my professional guidance is all you need is light superficial passes over at one area of the body, lasting no more than 15 seconds for that one area. This is going to help you warm up and get ready to lift or to get ready for that big game or just to do your personal best with movement. Now, on the other hand, the yin to that yang is when the vibration and long exposure, what it's going to do to the nervous system is it's going to sedate the nervous system, which in turn sedates the muscles. At 30 seconds, you begin to see results, but then as time passes and the body gets to 60 seconds, then most of that area is going to relax and be fully sedated. The sustained exposure to vibration is really what causes that relaxation response that most of us are looking for when we're trying to use one of these massage guns. So remember one key thing: the longer time you spend in an area, the more you're going to get that muscle to relax. Vibration intensity. Vibration intensity with these massage guns can vary from model to model, but they all come with different levels of intensity. And this is great because different parts of your body have different reactions. Some people are more sensitive to touch than others. So it's always good to begin with a lighter touch. And then over time, you can increase the touch and increase the vibration intensity as the body acclimates to this. Usually, this is needed for a few reasons, but I'm going to just talk about two reasons. One of those reasons being that the muscle could be chronically contracted in something that is called muscle guarding. Muscle guards, it does overaction for a long period of time. This is usually in response to help protect a nearby muscle that is injured or it has taken over the work of another muscle. One example would be if you injure one of like the postural muscles in your neck, and then due to this, one of the phasic, one of the more action-based muscles that does more the active movement, suddenly has to do the work of a nearby postural muscle, and now it became chronically shortened and contracted because it's doing that work. The second reason is the nerves in this area of the body, or any area of the body, can be highly sensitive to any stimulation, and they need to be eased into any sort of touch-based stimulation, even if it is with vibration. It happens. Everybody has different sensitive parts in their body, and these sensitive parts can activate a flight or fight response in the body, and this could cause a person to like attack you unintentionally. That's why sometimes you do that, and then like person like hits, and it's like, oh sorry, fight or flight response. Now, one of the things you want to do, that low vibration, expose it to the area for about 45 seconds. After that time passes, then you can try more active techniques. It's better to start with this just overall because it's kind of like, jumping in the deep end. You don't want to do that. You want to make sure that you got your swim strokes down, And as you start with a low intensity, over time, whether it's one session or multiple sessions, the body can begin to adapt and you can start with higher intensities. But there is still going to be upper limits of pain no matter how much you adapt. So before you go jumping in that deep end like I was talking about, make sure you start at a lower intensity to make sure it's right for you in that part of your body. The Mebak 2, actually one of the things I really like about it, I'm going to turn it back on, is that it has the power of the vibration intensity, but it also has a pressure meter, which I'll try putting on my chest, and you saw how it lit up on the other side. Basically, the green had lit up on the right side. That indicates how much pressure. So it allows you to even know if you're giving a lot of pressure or a little bit of pressure, because vibration is a deep massage technique. It's going to work on all levels of your muscles just by exposing it to the vibration. So sometimes pressure is not the thing that you really need. You just need to have the body adapt to the right vibration intensity. Now it's time for probably what all of you have been waiting for. Let's talk about the Mebak 2's attachments. I picked this to be an explainer section since it's a little bit more specific to this actual model. Although one thing I noticed from having a few of these guns is that there's some core attachments that all brands seem to have, like a flathead, a round softball, and a horseshoe attachment, as I call them. Heads up, I might not know what the official names that these companies are given to these attachments, and I'm pretty sure they vary from company to company, but when I refer to any of these pieces, I'm going to stick with one term per item, so that way you'll learn how to refer to it as how I say it, and it makes it easy to follow along using my lingo. Talking about the attachments that the massage guns have to it is going to be a second part that's going to have way more detail, and that's going to take place sometime in 2021. Things to look forward to from next year. I want to have some time to teach each attachment to its full potential, and I'm going to record what I learn as I go and then create the ultimate guide using these attachments on the massage gun. So what I'm telling you today is really what I learned by using my massage therapist knowledge, which is going to be helpful, but not as detailed. But I want you to make sure that you learn when I release the next video by subscribing and hitting the bell icon so you know when that video comes out. So to start about this, let's talk about the part that the Mebak 2 comes with as the categories. The first category I call the flathead group, right? And these would include 3 different textured flathead pieces. As you see, you have a soft one, you have a flat one, and then you have this one with the bumpy surface, right? The soft one is best for all body types, especially sensitive people. If you notice how like cushioned it is, it almost seems to have like a second layer. The bumps can be not for everybody because this design increases the stimulation that's felt, right? Honestly, to me, it feels like a spray of bumps is hitting me as it vibrates over me. So that's also why I say it's not for everybody. Flathead piece, it's really great for creating wide areas of contact and slowly introducing that pressure. The flathead attachments are honestly what my go-tos are for using it to warm up an area of the muscle, most areas of the muscle, while using a massage gun. They're great for larger muscles and muscles that are deep to other muscles, like in your trapezius or in your glutes. The flathead's vibration goes deep into the muscle and really gets a larger area than its thinner counterparts, and this is just due to its wide area of contact. Now, if you like what I'm teaching you so far and appreciate its value, make sure that you press down on that like button now. The second category of pieces that we're going to talk about is something that I refer to as the broad tools category. This would include the ball head attachment and then this mini shovel looking attachment. The ball head attachment is one of the top 2 softest pieces in the entire kit. So I use it to provide gentle massage therapy pressure as I'm introducing them to the pressure. This is good for starting conservatively because you have the soft head and then you also have a low speed, and it's good just like the soft flathead piece that I had just talked about. This is perfect for working over a knot or trigger point in a muscle belly, especially if you can't be as precise because let's say the person's sensitive. Although this might be the gentlest tool, do not use it in a joint or an endangerment zone. None of these should be used in either one of those areas. The mini shovel attachment is one that I like to use to help treat a muscle while also encouraging the movement of blood and lymph fluid throughout the body. Some say that this will also help move your chi, but that's a little bit more than what I want to get into now because that's getting into like more Chinese medicine. The mini shovel attachment will help move your blood and lymph fluid, and it's best to do it actually with light pressure, and it's really good for going into taking and going in the direction of the heart because these soft strokes will help the veins pump blood back to the heart. This will help get the fluids back to the source, and it'll help just increase better blood flow, which, I mean, everyone can use better blood flow, right? Next is the third category of attachments that come with the Mebak 2 massage gun, and I like to call these part of the Precision collection. These attachments were really designed to do specific work. One of these 2 is not really necessary, but I'll explain more when I get there. The Nubby piece that's around the size of an adult's thumb is really good for using on a knot or a small area of muscle after that area has been warmed up. With this, you can go up and down a longer muscle like the tibialis anterior or the quad and release it in smaller sections, or you can go to a different area like where you on the outside of your lower leg, like where you find the peroneal muscles, and also work with precision there. And another idea I would have for this is also if you practice like acupuncture or Chinese style massage like Tui Na, then using this attachment, you can go up and down the meridian lines of the body. I theorize that you can go in the direction with the flow of qi to better encourage the movement of qi throughout those meridians. But, acupuncturist, that's just to throw out there for you guys. When I do a little more research and I learn a little bit more, I'll even go into a little bit more on how I think that qi could be moved through meridian and energy channels using the concepts of Chinese medicine and this massage gun, as well as, the regular specificity of the advanced stuff that I'll bring in 2021. The next and final piece that's a part of the Mebak 2's kit is this horseshoe attachment piece. I think it was made with good intentions, and the muscles that everyone claims that it's safe for, I don't know if it's safe to use for that. So I would leave this piece for the professionals because it's meant to target the Achilles and target along the spine. I read up on this to make sure it was what I thought they were thinking it was to be used, and it was. But it's not their fault. All the companies seem to think the same thing. So I'll logically explain my counterpoint. First, let's talk about targeting the Achilles with this. Achilles is not a muscle and is completely surrounded by bone. And to work on it means that you would have to work on the bone. To target a tendon or muscle that's that close to the bone is not safe, and it's not recommended for anyone to do that. No matter how strong the bone may be, and it doesn't matter your body type, it could either break right away or over time you can cause damage to a bone. Like the way if water keeps striking at a stone, over time, eventually that stone will crumble. A second reason not to use this tool here is to really care for the Achilles tendon. Then what you have to do is stretch and self-massage the calf muscle. The Achilles tendon is part of the muscles of the calf. So if you want to massage and take care of something that's related to Achilles, you take care of the calf muscles, the gastrocs and the soleus. Now, this horseshoe piece is also dangerous along the spine because if you do not directly press down on the bones of the vertebrae, like the spine bones, then that pressure can also, depending on how strong your muscles are, it can cause the vertebrae to slip out of place. This doesn't have to be a full disconnection. It could be a slip disc, it could be a herniated disc, it can cause impinging on the nerves that come out of the spinal column, and all of a sudden you have nerve damage issues. These might not be fatal, but they can cause a lifetime of pain. So using the horseshoe piece along the spine, I would say the risk is not worth the reward. With that being said, that would be the basics that you really need to know to use the attachments in the Mebak Massage Gun. And now if you want, I've left the link in the description, like I mentioned at the beginning of this video, for the exact model that I was using down below. But I also left a link in the description for the Mebak's more lightweight version. My only warning is that while the gun is lighter and it's built smaller, it has less attachments than the version I'm using. Even though it's smaller and lightweight, I really wouldn't recommend that model over the one I used in this video. I also heard from people that I work with that have the gun that the power output, there's a difference. So that's something else you might want to consider before purchasing the light model. You know, I would just stick to the regular model. Now stay tuned, because before I make my ultimate guide, I'm going to give you a few other massage gun videos, like versus videos. I'm going to provide demonstrations. So stay tuned. I'm going to be building a playlist that you'll be able to watch teaching you more about massage guns. Another thing that you should really know is that you can use this massage gun alone or side by side with the stretches and self-massage techniques that I teach you in the specific self-care series. Click the playlist to watch that series. I'll leave it at the end for you and up there as well. If you watch all these videos, then on each section to buy, then it's like you'll have taken a continuing education class online. The thing is that I'm giving you that continuing education for free. All you have to do is tune in to Elite Healers on YouTube, start that playlist up, and click to watch the whole thing. You know, spend an hour or two with me. You know, click the link above to go straight to that series, and then, you know, you can start working on your self-care with your hands, a few tools, including that massage gun. And remember, if you like what I taught you today, make sure you like this video, you know, share with a friend that would appreciate this content, and make sure you subscribe so you know when the videos come out. New episodes are every Friday. They're being released every week. So now, tune into the specific self-care series because I have left that in the closing credits. Thank you so much, and I'll see you in the next video.